Hey there, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and today starts the last round of the Spring and Summer Junk Journal Challenge. If you're new to this challenge, I am hosting this along with Janie over at the Crafting Bookworm, and we have been sending a journals that we made back and forth to each other several times, and I have now received the journal that Janie originally made, and then I worked on, and then she worked on, and now it's back to me. It gets to stay with me this time. I also have a little package here I thought I'd sneak into the video from eBay, and I have some beautiful flowers. Today I was running errands and I got triggered by something really small, and it was kind of silly actually, but it's starting to throw me into, like, I can feel a downward spiral. So when I got home, I went to the backyard and picked some lilacs from my lilac bush. These always make me feel better. The smell of them, the color, so beautiful. They remind me of my great grandma because she always grew lilacs. And I just needed a little pick-me-up. So take a look at these beautiful flowers. They're for you to enjoy, and then they'll stay here with me and hopefully lift my mood a little bit. We'll start with this eBay package. I got some alcohol inks on a really good deal. Usually they're a lot more than what I paid for them here, so I decided to go for it. I haven't used much in the way of alcohol inks or done much with them, and this was a set of 5 packs of 3 colors each for, like I said, a really good deal. So these are by Ranger, and I am super excited to play with them and create some fun things. So we'll just look at what colors we have. Sepia, that one I can't see the official name of it, but it's blue, and then crimson. And then here we have Valencia, limeade, and turquoise. Not the same as this blue here, because I can see that that name starts with an A. It might be aqua. Now, we've got some spillage in here, and I can't complain because of the price that I paid, although it is a bit disappointing. We have cranberry, lettuce, which I think is the one that has spilled, and then this one seems to be a purple. Can't see the name of that color. We have pool, pink, sherbet maybe, and espresso. And then wild plum, butterscotch, and stream. I've seen Barbara use, I think it's maybe butterscotch or a similar color, to turn some like silver metals brown, like use it on metal, which I think is really interesting. Of course, you can make different backgrounds and things with alcohol inks and such, so I'll save the playing with these to a different video. Maybe you'll use them for one of our prompts in the rest of the series, or maybe it'll be something else. And now back to the journal. So I haven't seen this yet. It's still sealed in the tape. Gosh. This has got like 3 layers of tape in it because we've sent it back and forth so many times. You gotta see what I just saw. It's a spider. But a sparkly spider, not a scary one. Okay. Oh, Janie, what did you do? Can you see this? Look, she sent me extra supplies. You weren't supposed to do that. Okay. First, let's examine the spider. That is so cute. It's like a little hair clip kind of thing. Ah, love it. You know what I'm going to save this for? Craftoween. But for right now, I just clipped it into my faux hawk. And you can't see that because my face isn't on the camera. I just don't want to lose it. Okay. Let's take a look at a note. Okay, here we go. Hi, Bobi. I have had so much fun doing this swap challenge with you. I have included a bunch of trim that my sister-in-law had gotten from a coworker. I will never use all of it, so I wanted to share. Hug and love, Janie. Thank you. And thank you to your sister-in-law and their coworker as well. Oh, I love that card. That's really nice. Okay, actually, you know what? we're gonna keep the card because the black and white and stuff, that's gonna go Craftoween as well. And this she wrote on a separate piece of paper, so we'll keep that out separately. How do I want to organize that stuff? I don't know, but let's go to the journal. Got some bubble wrap. We've already seen this journal, but I'm so excited to see what she made with the prompts for the month of May. Oh, this is so beautiful. I can't believe I get to keep this. Janie's like my ultimate swap partner. I've done a few swaps with journals in a Facebook group, but for the most part, most of my swaps have been with her. And, oh, she's amazing. Okay. So I think this is the card from last time. Yeah, it is. And I just stuck it in this pocket there. So let's take her little note and stick it in here as well. We'll see if we can find what she made. Oh, did she? Oh, she made this card. Look at it. Fall in love with as many things as possible. She's got some, is that paint maybe? Or something textured here. Ooh, that's beautiful. Wow. And that goes into the belly band that I made. Oh, what is this? Okay, we gotta flip out here. All right, all kinds of collage-y, collect beautiful moments. And then look at this, it's like a window with a card inside. Oh, I love it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I think she added this piece of fabric here too, because that does not look like something I did. And this, did she put this? Holy cow, that's a tuck spot right there. Here is the really bright purple tag that's probably too bright that I made. She's so good at altered paper clips, look at that. Beautiful. And this paper, I am in love with it. And I'm also in love with this paper here too. It's, oh, gorgeous. Oh, this is the thing that I made. Oh, I forgot about this. I'm so happy that I put it in the journal that I get to keep though. Is that selfish? She's so gorgeous. Ugh. All these like garden trellis pockets that Janie made are so cute. I love it. She had a die cut. I can't remember if she said she bought it or her sister sent it to her, but it's beautiful. Oh no, I was thinking, oh, that girl got really speckled. That's my fault. That is from all the spritzing and splattering and things we did on this page with the Toad Flax Tea Shop. Sorry, not sorry though. I mean, it's darling. Oh, what have we got here? A big tag. Look at this double pocket here. Gorgeous paper. Be brave. And this tag, Faith. Oh, this looks like a table of contents from a book about scriptures or Jesus or something. It has words like the resurrection, heaven, second coming, comfort, praise, joy, love. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And there is the end. Okay, so Janie, I love what you added. Okay, she's got it nicely packed in here. Let's take this out. Really, really long dark hair. We know this isn't mine. Can I clone my own Janie now? All right, I've taken out all the spools. We'll look at those first and then get to the non-spool things. We have this beautiful yellow with like little black pom-poms. Sunflowers. I can't believe that you gave me sunflowers, Janie. You should have hoarded this for yourself. She loves sunflowers. But, you know, I could pair that with the yellow ribbon. That's super cute. Oh, we got polka dots. This is kind of like a raffia. Is that what that stuff's called? I don't know. Burlap, maybe? Yeah, burlap ribbon. I don't know where that other word came from. Oh, we have some sparkly bling bling. Red sparkly twine. More red. This is like a braided piece. Oh, another braided one. This is green. Burlap with some green stitching. More burlap stuff. Ooh, and look at this. This reminds me of like tie ropes on really fancy curtains and things. That's really, really pretty. Can use that while I'm still in my purple era. The other items, we have this gorgeous blue floral trim. Is that denim? Look at that. It's so pretty. Okay, this is tree garland, but you could definitely use it on a Christmassy junk journal. We've got these little plaid snowflakes and then some beads. Cute. And more fancy looking stuff. We've got this trim here. Really lovely colors, kind of like a light bluish and then a golden and a brown. Oh, you know what this matches? This matches with this card I made in my spontaneous junk journaling experimenting video. Yeah, I'll link that in the space below if you're interested. We have 5 prompts for this month, and let's do at least 2, maybe 3. My paper with the prompts on it has like spritzes and dyes and like all kinds of stuff on it. It's kind of been through it, so we'll just pretend that it's not a mess. Number 1 is altered paperclip or safety pin and beads. And then 2 is tuck spot and bird. 3 page tabs, multiple, and lace, meaning you can make more than 1 page tab. 4 altered book page and florals, and 5 loaded tag and bright pop of color. So we start with number 1, altered paperclip or safety pin and beads. A while ago, I saw a video on the channel Glam Junk Journals, and I will link that video in the space down below. And she made an altered paperclip with pieces of fabric as well as some paper ephemera. So I'm gonna try that because I think one of the reasons why I stray from altered paperclips is that the paper bit is so fiddly, getting the paper to stick to the paperclip. Now I have this jumbo gold paperclip here, and we are going to decorate it up. I have this fabric, which is called Pink Paisley Indigo and Ivy, printed for Hobby Lobby stores. We need to measure the width that we want, and then we will cut a strip. I am going to measure about 8 inches. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll be about 4 once it's, you know, ran through the paper clip, and it's really bugging me that this edge isn't torn. So we're going to tear this one. It'll be a little narrower than I had originally wanted it to be, but needs must. And now it doesn't want to tear because it's such a narrow piece. Shoot. Okay, now that I've got that frayed like I want it to be, and we're going to drape it over the top here and just see how that looks. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit wider, but I'd prefer having both sides with the frayed look than having it exactly, you know, 1/4 of an inch wider than what it is. I guess the other option is we could tear an even wider piece, but let's go with this. Now the next thing that she did was take a piece of lace or something that's, you know, see-through, and do a second layer on top. And I've got this beautiful stuff right here. Do I want it to do this side? Yes. Now there's not a whole lot of this green in this journal. So we're doing a pop of color even though the prompt doesn't ask for it, and that is fine with me. Actually, what I'd like to do is just cut some off each end so that we can still see some of the fabric fully. And then we're going to put it back through the safety pin, paper clip. My original thought for this prompt was to use a safety pin, but then I had seen this Glam Junk Journals video and wanted to try this, so here we are. All right. At this point, we can either sew or glue, and I think I'm going to just do Fabri-Tac because I don't really want to introduce another color with thread right now. In order to fulfill the prompt, we need to add some beads, and I also want to add a little bit more decoration and stuff on top of this if possible. I'm not sure though, because if I take some of these beads and like hand sew them on top of there, that might be all that I want. I do have another piece of really beautiful stuff here. We could cut a snippet or something to glue in the front. I don't know. I don't know. The problem is I picked this piece, which is so beautiful that I don't want to cover it up. In this little bead container, I do have some beads that are gold that will go quite nicely with what we already have on the tab, or on the paper clip. I want to use some of those, and I'm going to pick out some thread and find a needle, and we'll hand sew some beads onto there. All right, you can see that I've undone the two pieces of fabric because I realized that I don't want all the stitching and stuff to show through on the back. So we're gonna sew from the middle of the little fabric sandwich here. I've got my needle loaded up with some thread that matches the teal there, and we are going to pick a spot and start adding beads. My first thought is to add some to the ends of these pieces here. So we'll go from there and then see what it looks like.
Under lilac skies we paste and glue, rainbows made from scraps that feel brand new. Threads of lace and floral waves collide. In our crafted world we'll always confide. Tuck spots hold the dreams we've spun, pockets brimming with the morning sun. Journaling cards tell tales untold, springtime whispers in a heart of gold.
Okay, we got 5 beads added. I added the 4 here, and because 5 is my favorite number, I was like, nope, I have to add another one. So we're going to put that there, and now we're going to thread this back through and glue it permanently this time. Just making sure my fabric ends line up for the most part. And glue, glue, glue. Pop that on to hold it. And we can cross off prompt number 1. We have an altered paper clip or safety pin with beads. Did I even hold that in frame? All right, the next one we have is a tuck spot and a bird. Oh, I have a book that I thrifted that's full of birds, and I haven't used any of them. I'm gonna go grab that book from my craft room, and I will be right back. Here's my book. It is Birds of Pennsylvania, and it has some really nice illustrations inside. And I want to let you know that it's really important to fuel your creativity. So I am going to enjoy this Nutella biscuit while I'm looking at the birds in this book.
Vintage photos cradled by our hands, ephemeral maps to forgotten lands, pages stitched with...
I found quite a few birds that I really like, and I had the thought, why don't you pick 4 and then make 4 tuck spots, 1 for each signature, instead of just doing 1. So we're gonna do this little guy here. We have 2 owls, and unfortunately they're back to back on the page, but we're gonna do probably the brown one. Normally I would say go with this one because it's very Hedwig, but we have so many browns and things in the journal, I think it would work best. I also want this guy here, and then this one that's in flight I really, really liked. Okay, it is time to fussy cut.
With loops of laughter song, every corner proves where hearts belong. Tuck spots hold the dreams we've spun, pockets brimming with the morning sun. Journaling cards tell tales untold, springtime whispers in a heart of gold. Paintbrush trails blue as seasons bloom fair, friendships found in lace and papered care. Through each line we scroll or...
We've got these 4 fussy cut. On this one especially, it looks pretty bad around the wings here. I'll have to go in and get nitpicky on that one. But I think the next step is to find where we want to put them, and that will help us know what kind of tuck spot we need to create. Oh, I didn't show you. I put the altered paper clip right on the first page because the beads add bulk, and the cover is a hardcover. So we have a little bit of space between the first page and the cover, and I thought that might be the easiest to just like handle the bulk of the beads. Let's find a spot for a tuck spot. So we've got these 2 pages here. We've got some florals on this side, and maybe we can add a tuck spot with a bird here. Actually, let's get this one, because this bird has some blue tones in the feathers, and we've got some blue in the flowers over here. That might look nice. There's also some yellow in the flowers, so we could add one of these birds that has yellow as well. But I really want to use this guy. Okay, now we need a base for our tuck spot. I made this little template out of this green paper to give me the approximate size and shape of a tuck spot that I would like. And I have this envelope that came in a fairy loop box. There was a magnet inside, and I thought, why not make one of the tuck spots with this, because then it can be kind of like a double tuck spot because it's an envelope. So we can use this as like a pocket within the tuck spot, and then something going to get tucked in under here as well. We want to decorate this, of course. I have this really beautiful scrapbook paper, and I'm going to decorate the front of this. So we'll just put some glue.
Border we press, it's art that binds us tight with no regrets. Tuck spots hold the dreams we've spun, pockets brimming with the morning sun. Journaling cards tell tales untold, springtime whispers in a heart of gold.
Pop that down, and we'll decide how much of our bird to add. Probably should have done this before I glued the tuck spot down, and that would have been easier to cut the extra bits, but that's okay. Live and learn. Now we could put something else here underneath the bird. Maybe something to pull in the yellow or the pink from the flowers, or the green. All right, I've got this piece from an old fabric book cover. I've used almost all of the pieces up already, but let's put this bit down. And then bird goes on top. All right, how does that look? I like it. All right, I've gone ahead and made 3 more of the triangle pieces, covered them with the scrapbook paper, and inked around them with the ground espresso, just to speed up the process for you guys so you don't have to watch every little thing. So we're gonna go to the second signature and find a spot for our next bird tuck spot. Using my bead case to hold the pages apart. Is this a good place for the owl? So I think what we're gonna do is cut around his little feetsies. His, her, who knows. And then we'll do a little bit of work on the wings because I didn't do that earlier. All right, wings look much better now. So we'll have them like this. And then I also want a little piece of something from the scrap bowl to go under the owl. I have an idea. This is left over from that lacy snippet roll we made for Janie's journal. Let's take a piece of that and put that down with the owl, because then it'll be like a little tie between our 2 journals. Do we want it like this? Or do we want it like this? I think I like it like that. I realize I'm covering up a bit of the stenciling effect on Janie's beautiful paper, but she won't care, because 1, it's an owl, and 2, sometimes you have to cover up some of the stuff. It's just how it goes. All right, next signature. I kind of want to put one on one of these old ledger pages. Should we put it on this side or this side? There's not very much of a focal point here, so let's put one here. And we have 2 more birds. We have this guy who's flying, and then we have this one. I think the other one would look better on a right side page, and I want the tuck spot on the left side here. So let's do that. Do any of you guys out there watch Louisa Heinzel's channel? If not, you should watch it. It's phenomenal. She has this collection that she did called Raggedy Turtle Blooms, and she wrote some song lyrics and then like had a song made as like a soundtrack for the series on her channel. And the song, also called Raggedy Turtle Blooms, has been stuck in my head today. I'm just sitting here going, "We are raggedy turtle blooms." I'm way off key, but that's kind of what it sounds like. Okay, so we added a piece of purple fabric under the bird just to pick up the purple color that's here. There's not tons of it, but it is present, and that will help kind of pick up that color. And then we have another double tuck with the other portion of the Fairy Loot envelope. So I believe that means we're ready for our last bird tuck spot. Actually, let's do here. Okay, we're gonna do a top tuck spot because we have this bird. So we won't be able to keep all of his wings, which is sad, but we'll get over it. And then maybe something pink or green to go with the flowers over here for our scrap piece. I found this pink paper with some like cursive text on it in my scrap bowl, and we're just going to pop that down to give a little bit of pink popping up there. And then glue down the bird. All right, there is our bird in flight and beautiful flowers over here. We may count this prompt as done. And that's gonna be it for this video. I have like oodles of things to do today, so we'll pick up the other 3 in another video or videos later in the month. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Just as a heads up, a lot of what you're gonna see in the early part of June is crafting videos. I don't quite have as many bookish videos because of traveling and stuff. So there it is. But there will be bookish videos for sure when I get back. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to tell you. So I hope you're enjoying this series. Please leave me a little flower emoji or a comment in the space below and let me know which bird you liked the best. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading, crafting, or journaling. Adios.